Count Corla. And Count Corla, as the Sinn Féin spokesperson on mental health, the last thing I thought I would be doing is talking about €9 million spent on phone pouches for children. Minister, your government and your minister has dressed this up as a vanity project, dressed this up as a mental health issue. Over the last 5 years, I've had comprehensive engagement with parents, young people, stakeholders and international experts, and they inform me on the failures in mental health care and how best they would solve these problems. And I can honestly say, Minister, with my hand on my heart, that not once did any of these groups ever mention phone pouches to me. So let me put this into context of Budget 2025. In Budget 2025, your government announced only 16 million in new measures for mental health. This is nowhere near good enough. Out of that 16 million, less than 3 million was for CAMHS. And compare this to the 9 million that's going to be spent on phone pouches. This is a kick in the teeth to parents of children misdiagnosed, mistreated and lost in CAMHS, as outlined in the Maskey and the Mental Health Commission's report. This is a kick in the teeth to the 3,681 children waiting on a first-time CAMHS appointment, and the 504 children who are waiting longer than a year for an appointment. Minister, imagine being a child waiting for over a year in mental health duress. And you honestly think that less than 3 million can fix this crisis? And you also think that 9 million on phone pouches is a good investment? Like, what planet is this government on? The government must be living in a different reality to parents and children failed by the state. Families for Reform of CAMHS, who have over 1,200 members, have stated that the decision to dress up phone pouches and mental health support is incredibly triggering. They went on to say that it encapsulates the level of disingenuity and gaslighting that they have found themselves constantly up against in the last 18 months since they were formed. And they were formed out of desperation because of the lack of services for their children. Their response was in relation to a Fianna Fáil video that said you should never play politics with mental health of young people. Minister, the absolute neck of this government, because that's exactly what you have done. Minister, this is not a game. Children's lives are at stake here. The ability for a child to reach their full potential is at stake here. Dressing up a vanity project as a mental health support is disingenuous. 9 million on phone pouches is another example of a culture of wasting public money in this government. The waste of taxpayers' money by this government is indefensible. The latest splurge comes on the back of the most expensive hospital in the world, costing upwards of €2.2 billion. The €336,000 bike shed, the €1.4 million security hut, forking out €442,000 on modular homes that were supposed to cost €200,000. And this week, I also found out that the HSE were fined €4.3 million for not paying their bills in time. And that's not even going to mention the 14 billion in Apple tax that this government didn't want in the first place. You just couldn't make this up. So today, the government have a chance to do the right thing. You have a chance to rectify your mistake of spending 9 million on phone pouches. You have a chance to put this 9 million into proper mental health support for our most vulnerable citizens. That's what real leaders would do. That's what a real government who were in touch with ordinary workers and families would do. So I'm asking you to withdraw your amendment and support Sinn Féin's motion that mandates the government to end further waste of public money on mobile phone pouches. I'm calling you to reverse this decision, invest this 9 million into badly needed funding in mental health services and schools. That would see our children given every single chance to reach their full potential.
Thank you.